So right now, things for XRP and the crypto market are looking pretty good in my opinion. But over the next couple of days, I want you to be very, very careful. Because there's a few things that's going on that's making me a little bit uncomfortable. So we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about the news that you guys need to know about XRP. This video is based solely on my opinion and what I'm personally doing in this market. I want to also let you know that some of the links below are affiliate links, meaning I may earn a commission, but this will be at no extra cost to you. And please remember, guys, under no circumstances will I ever contact you and ask you for investments. You can confirm all of my real social media handles in the description. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy sitting in his room. First of all, looking at the technicals here, I want to remind you, right, this big push to the upside happened after years of consolidation, years of sideways action, years of boredom. And right now, yes, we're in a few months of sideways action. In fact, you could argue we're just the same price we were back at the start of this year. Almost 1 full year and no price action. That's if you completely discount the extreme volatility that XRP has had. Now, what I want you to think about this from this thought experiment is how incredible it actually is that XRP right now is the same price it was a year ago, while most of the market has done nothing. In fact, it hasn't stayed sideways, it's gone down. Apart from a few hand-picked altcoins and Bitcoin, the majority of the market has lost people money. However, if you had have bought XRP on 18th of December or even the 3rd of December, right now you'd be still break even. If you were a trader of XRP, you would have had multiple chances to take profit from that entry throughout the last year. And if you were someone who likes to buy the spot market and accumulate, you would have had multiple times to accumulate at a lower price. In fact, at one point from that buy, we would have got, or you would have got, can you just click that? Thank you very much. You would have got a discount of 36%. And this is the way we want to look at the market, in my opinion. We want to look at it as opportunity. If we're long-term holders and accumulators, price action to the downside is opportunity for me to accumulate. If we are short-term traders, short-term price action to the upside is opportunity for me to trade. So in fact, volatility is a gift for the traders, and sideways, boring markets are gifts for the investors, the long-term builders, and the long-term people who practice patience, like the people back here, who right now, even after the turmoil, the boring, the whatever you want to call it, are still up from their average entry 410%, making XRP one of the best assets to have invested into this year. It's up there with, you can see, BGB, OKB, Virtual, ZEC, HBAR, MNT, and XLM, with almost nothing else coming close to the kinds of gains. And that's the mentality we need to be in. So what mentality am I in personally? Well, I accumulate long-term spot XRP, and I also trade XRP. So for the long term, I'm trying to accumulate as much as possible in order to take profits when we get big pushes to the upside. But I also trade the volatility in order to make cash flow while we get Bitcoin going up and down. We get the same over in XRP, and I get to take advantage of that. So as you know, I have a few different strategies I practice. The low leverage, longer term swing trade. We have higher leverage trades right here, of which now XRP has a new position opened in. So I have an XRP position that I opened earlier today, and this is a relatively small position. And the reason why I start off small is because I'll DCA into this over the next few days if we get negative price action. That's my plan here. I'm also using isolated leverage, so I know exactly how much I stand to lose in case a massive liquidation event like the other day happens once again. I know how much I stand to lose, and I'm comfortable and happy with that. I only trade with money I can afford to lose, and in fact I only invest money I can afford to lose. So if you guys do want access to what I'm doing each and every day, all you have to do is sign up to Weeks. This is a platform that I've been trading on for a long time now. You'll get access to the free Telegram group, which will be linked down there in the description. And then you guys can start trading and you can see what I'm doing, my traders are doing, and what the macro outlook is doing. And this is all a free value add I wanted to give you if you wanted to sign up 2 weeks. So the links are down there in the description. Now, what is some news that we should go on about? Well, COB XRPL here, or COB, sorry, I couldn't possibly fathom being bearish on XRP here. We can see a tweet from Brad Garlinghouse. With today's close of Hidden Road, now Ripple Prime, Ripple has announced 5 major acquisitions in 2 years. GT Treasury last week, Rail in August, Standard Custody in 2025, and MetaCo in 2023. As we continue to build solutions towards enabling the Internet of Value, I'm reminding you all that XRP sits in the center of everything Ripple does. So lock in. Interesting, coming directly from Brad Garlinghouse. We also have Monica Long here saying the opportunities now available to Ripple Prime, FKA, Hidden Road are expansive, with RLUSD already being used as collateral for a number of Prime brokerage products, and Ripple Prime looking at a variety of ways to utilize XRP. The future ahead is mighty bright. On top of that, we have Crypto Insights UK, someone who is very bullish on XRP and also has some great insights. So check him out over on Twitter if you do want some crypto insights. Wink, wink. Stupid. Ripple has all the extra arms now. Imagine if when they get their banking license approved from the Fed master account, then Brad comes through with his XRP as the center of everything promise. XRP and Ripple will be more powerful than most can even comprehend. Haters will be so in shock that they mid-curved the most obvious play in crypto. Now, what can we say to that? Well, as XRP has shown us in the past, just plain patience and accumulation has paid off. Most people who aren't paying attention properly will say, well, XRP has basically done nothing since 2018. Let's get up the XRP chart here, XRP, and they can argue that it's done nothing since the big push way back when here, right? So, well, it is higher than it was. It depends on what exchange you look at. But this would be a silly outlook, in my opinion, because what really happened was, if you bought even in this pump right here, the very top of 2018, you then had from here to where we stand right now, or let's just say before this pump right there, you had 2,486 days to accumulate XRP at a low it went to of $10 billion market cap. So that's what, a 15x from where we are right now. So let's just say you averaged it at a $30 billion market cap, which is approximately 50 cents. That would give you right now at the price we sit right now a 5x. So a 5x in, what are we in, 2025? So 2008, I think that was back here. 2018. So that's about 7 years. On average, the S&P 500 grows about 10%. So you would have significantly outperformed most other assets, just ignoring the noise and the FUD and all of that, and then just waiting patiently for this push to the upside. Now, am I sure that this is going to break highs, local highs here, go on to new all-time highs and do that? No, I'm not 100% sure. But in the world of crypto, I like to liken it to being in a casino. In the casino, I can choose to play roulette or I can choose to play something like poker. If I play poker, I can learn strategy. I can learn the way someone else makes a look when they have a good card or a bad card. I can learn to count cards. I can give myself an edge. However, I'm still playing in the casino, but that casino gives me the opportunity to learn strategy and to make money. It's not guaranteed, but that's the kind of situation that I like to be in. So if you guys like to be in that situation, which I'm sure you do if you like this video, then you understand the risks involved, right? But I do think that XRP is going to move upwards. That's why I haven't closed out my spot XRP positions, apart from some of the profit that I took way back here when we had this initial run to the upside. You'll notice something about my strategies in this market. I buy when everyone else is panicked. I then sell when everyone else is euphoric. But I do this incrementally by using a DCA method. Just like my higher leverage, lower leverage, mid leverage, and spot leverage trading strategy, I will DCA in, and if we get a push to the upside, I will DCA out. I will DCA out of the higher leverage trades much quicker than I DCA out of the lower leverage trades. For example, that area right there from where we sit could be a good place for me to take profits from my higher leverage trade. We also have this area here, and we also have this area here, and then this area here, all of which will be good times for me to take a bit of profit. Then when it comes to my spot bag, I'll take a little profit when we break all-time highs, and then incrementally as or if the bull market happens, I'll take more profits out, always holding a moon bag just in case the crazy predictions turn to be correct. But I don't know what will happen. And that's how I manage to manage my emotion and also not get caught up in all of the ups and the downs and all of that stuff. That works for me. It may or may not work for you. Now, if you do want a place to trade, there is a link to Weeks down there in the description. Like I said, you need to deposit 100 USDT on the account. That will give you access to the trading group, which has what I'm doing. It has traders, it has macro insights, and it has a community for you guys. Now, if you sign up using the affiliate link in the description, they have a 50% bonus up to 50% deposit bonus. So you'll get $50 back if you deposit that minimum of 100 USDT to enter the group. So all of that information is in the description. Hopefully I'll see you over there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.